Hello everyone, and welcome to Hill Street. Today's story is I Think My Doorknobs Are Alive by La Lengua 420. If you end up enjoying this story, please leave a like. And if you enjoy hearing stories from me, please subscribe and become a resident of Hill Street, and let me know how I'm doing in the comments. Now, let's get to this nightmare. I don't know how to start this. I'm really despaired. It all started about 5 weeks ago when I moved into my new apartment. As a freshman in college, it was my first time living alone, and due to the financial support my parents could offer, I lived alone. I had just gotten out of the shower and was applying moisturizer to my face when, in my peripheral vision, I caught a blink from the doorknob of the bathroom door. At first, I didn't think much of it, as I didn't have my lenses on, so I thought my vision was playing games on me. But I still made sure that what I had seen was real. Nothing. Not a single movement. It happened at least 6 more times that week. It manifested in different forms of movement, like blinking, breathing, and snoring. Until once, in the middle of my morning shave, I heard a stomach growl. And in my peripheral vision, I had caught the doorknob opening a mouth of some sorts. I got so scared that I jumped and accidentally cut my chin, and when I tried to go for some ice cubes after I had stopped the bleeding with toilet paper and a bunch of water, I couldn't open the door. The doorknob acted like it was locked, and despite not having the lock on, it wasn't giving in. After 1 minute of trying probably everything, it finally turned, and I could open the door. But the experience left me really freaked out, so I started going to the bathroom at all times with the door open, even when showering. I thought I just needed to keep my bathroom door open at all times, but then it started happening with the bedroom door and with my office door. It was getting worse and worse. The feeling of going mad and not being able to see what is driving you to insanity, 'cause it always happens under your nose, by your peripheral vision, and have no ways to prove it at all. It got to the point where it seemed like the doorknobs were one, a big entity around the house that gave life to my doorknobs. Isn't that just mental? The stomach growl was something I couldn't get out of my mind though. If they breathed, that meant they were alive. If they snored, that meant, like with all living creatures, it needed sleep. If they blinked, that meant they could see me. But the growling could only mean that they needed to eat. I spoke to the landlord, and he said that despite how curious it sounds, I wasn't the first person reporting that. Yeah, Adam, the boy that lived there before you also reported something of the sorts. He said that he couldn't pay the rent, and he didn't want to stay there anyway, as he had mentioned that the doorknobs were acting out on their own. Packed everything of his, and when he was supposed to vacate, he just disappeared. His stuff was still there, but he was gone. Did you report him missing? I also assumed the worst stuff, but then the moving company came and took his stuff, so I am assuming that he left before saying goodbye. Though I would have appreciated a farewell. His parting almost felt like he just disappeared. My heart dropped. The only thing that I could think of, as crazy as it sounds, is that the doorknobs ate him. I tried to talk with my therapist, and they always mentioned the chance of considering a psychiatrist evaluation to get meds, or even probably an exam to determine whether I had some sort of disorder. Last thing I needed was people calling me a psycho while I was afraid of being eaten by my own goddamn house. So I went to the alternate places. At first I went to church and resorted to Christianity, but there is no mention of carnivore doorknobs in the Bible. Then I went to the library and read hours and hours on end of books about animals, ghosts, anomalies, and poltergeist. But no mention of doorknobs either. Finally, I resorted to the internet and searched. My doorknobs are and loose, sticking, not working, falling off, showed up, but no alive. I felt truly alone. Freshman in college meant no friends either, and I lived alone. All the professors had deemed me as clinically insane, and I just had 3 days until rent was due. So I considered moving out. It might sound paranoid, but it's my last resort. So here I am, packed all my stuff in record time, and writing this post as I'm about to leave my apartment. Bathroom doorknobs, bedroom doorknobs, and office doorknobs. Yeah, the closer I am to my parting of this wretched place, the more ridiculous it sounds. Anyway, I'll be writing an update when I have finally settled in my new apartment. Peace out, Reddit. Though it's weird, the front door doesn't seem to open.